Yes, sir. Welcome back to Skill Over Legacy. We are on episode what? 15, 16? I don't
Yep,
know.
17.
17. Well, it's been a minute. We know we missed the last episode. There were some things that I had to take care of. I apologize, but we back in full effect. I got my boys with me. The game, Skill Over Legacy game. Y'all introduce yourselves.
Yes, sir. We're back. I'm on live right now. Well, y'all aren't going to see this, but I don't know why I said
Okay. Okay. Underscore David is on TikTok. And that's it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
At LimShady91 on TikTok.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
and Major 0109. Just water. Just give us the subscription.
Just water, just sponsor. Simple
Just
as that.
Just sponsor Jaden. I know
You know what I'm
watching.
saying? Let's get right into it. The plan. Let's dive deep into the plan. And of course, we're going to talk about the GOAT's comments about the plan. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Natasha Johnson in the corner. Y'all
Oh,
gonna
yes,
see
sir. Natasha Johnson. Yes, sir.
Shout out. She's a GOAT. If she sees this, she's just a GOAT.
That's a goat. That's a goat. All these hot
But,
takes y'all got, that what I got, that's where it came from. The goat.
But I agree with LeBron. Whether he's mad, he's saying that because he's getting closer to that 7th seed, whether that be the case or not, it's just facts. The plan is awful. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Playing is dumb as hell.
Especially for the 7th seed. Like, what did they do?
I don't know why the 7th seed is in it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I remember, I think Cam was saying this yesterday.
Yeah,
I think it should, what you say? It should only be
playing
for what's, yeah, like, I feel like if, let's say,
yes, sir.
the 8th seed is like 1-2 games behind, somewhere between there, like between 8, 9, and 10. I think you could do it then. That would be cool, but just straight up 7, 8, 9, 10, and like if you lose, it's just wraps. I don't like it.
Like if the Warriors finish 10 and the Lakers are 7, like if they end up having to play each other and the Warriors somehow beat them, like the Lakers lose 2 in a row, that's just so bad. Like
That's so bad. That's not even good for the league because you don't want to see LeBron out the playoffs. So playoffs gonna be stinky.
Don't give LeBron a lottery pick when he wasn't supposed to get one. He's gonna go crazy. And he's about to mess around and pick up BJ Boston and make him an all-star.
Yes, sir. Which I'd love to see. Speaking of that, we haven't done an episode since the Terrence Clark tragedy. Rest in peace, Terrence Clark.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That is just so unfortunate. I would love for the Celtics to draft him just so he can have a jersey. They can take care of his family. Such an unfortunate, untimely passing. Great NBA basketball player, or great high school, soon to be NBA basketball player. Dude was amazing. It's just unfortunate. That was a real hard day for the basketball community, man. That was unfortunate. Rest in peace, that young man. He was a young GOAT. He was on his way for sure.
He really wanted to come to Duke because he got an offer from them, but
he was real close with the Celtics too. He loved JT, he loved Jaylen Brown, Boston, everything. Dude was just a GOAT, man. Prayers up to Brandon too, man. Hope he's in good health, good mental space, stuff like that. But back to the plan. I think we can all agree it is just poop. It's just poop. It's just not a great idea.
And for people saying that, that LeBron said that the plan sounded cool in 2018, somebody told him about it. He said it was dumb. He only said it last year because it's almost like, I quote, like, tell me if I'm wrong. There was a whole pandemic, so they cut the season in half, and then teams were just like games apart, not knowing. So the plan made sense then, but now.
It made sense, and I feel like he was only saying that just because, like, it was just kind of fitting for the moment. Now it's not. Like, you see all these injuries happen. You seen all these players just not they're not ready to be playing full-fledged playoff basketball, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's not a good idea, man. Like, this isn't. And do I want to see it as a fan of basketball? Do I want to watch more basketball? Of course. But I also know that, these players are humans, man, and they need time. I think they should take a 30-day break. As soon as playoff seedings are clinched, play-ins are over, we can do 30 days without basketball. We can. Before the playoffs, we can do that. We can talk. We can talk all the nonsense that we want, make predictions. The TV, the media people can figure out what they're going to talk about because nobody even really cares. You know what I'm saying? Like,
another dumb thing about it, like, this is stupid, like, because like a 1 seed shouldn't really be concerned about this, but like the 1 seed is going to be the last team to find out who they're playing in the first round. Like,
yeah, I didn't think
granted,
about that.
it shouldn't really matter, but like it does, because that's crazy. Like, they're the 1 seed. They should, aside from home court, like, the advantage would be, knowing who you're playing and getting a second to prepare. They're going to have like 2 days to prepare for a team. I don't know. It's just, I just don't like it. I just don't like the play-in.
Me either. I think it's just a money grab, really.
The way they're going about it, it would be cool. It just has to be conditional if you want to even.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun for the East because they're so bad. We don't know who's actually good.
I mean, in the West, it's just as close.
But I feel like when playoff time comes, there's certain players in the West that we just know elevate themselves when come playoff time, and they ain't gonna be doing too much. Regardless of the seeding, we kind of know what they're gonna do.
For the play-in itself is what I'm saying. Like,
Well,
it's still just as relevant in the West.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna matter, like, because in the West,
man, the Pelicans could still make the playoffs.
We probably won't, but we could.
I think the Pelicans was an awful example. Like,
no, I'm saying
I think the trickiest one with the West is definitely the Warriors. I don't think anybody wants to play Steph Curry in the playoffs. Like, whatever you think about the rest of the team, I don't think any playoff team wants to deal with him in the first round.
No, just because even if they win in 6 games, it's gonna be, or 4 games, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long.
You're gonna have the media asking you a million questions about why he's scoring 40 and how are you gonna stop him.
Yeah,
you just don't want to do that. But I mean, I guess, but I just don't care. Like, just how about the 7th seed? Just how about this, NBA? The 7th and 8th seed just make the playoffs, and that's it. How about we just do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how about the teams that made the first 8 just go to the playoffs?
Yeah.
9 and 10 sounds like you were 9 and 10. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't 9 doesn't sound. Damn, boy.
Hey, hold up. Let me check this ESPN app because they almost fucked me over last week. Oh my.
9 to me, the number 9 does not sound like the number 8. So if that's the case, then they're just not in the playoffs.
And that's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Not everybody makes it. Not everybody makes the playoffs. It's okay. Like,
Yeah,
you know
that
good and well.
If we're gonna do that, how about we just do it like March Madness? Everybody makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
All these teams just go. Just figure it out. Like, no, like, just leave it, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest. Let's just say the Pelicans get lucky, right? They get 10 seed. They go on this, Cinderella story. Don't nobody want to see Brandon Ingram and Zion playing LeBron. Nobody wants to see that.
Don't let Zion get to the.
That'll be the first series. That'll be the first series won in 3 games. That'll be the first series ever you're won in 3 games.
I mean,
LeBron's gonna beat them by 74 in game 3, and they're just not gonna game 2, and they're just not gonna play another one.
People get annoyed by Zion being like the center of attention now. Oh my God, if we made the playoffs.
My God, man. Oh my God. Niggas
he's the stack. No.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ.
Who wants to see that, bro? Only 13-year-olds want to see that. No adult wants to see that. Only 13-year-olds and Pelicans want to see that. No adult wants to see that.
Speaking of just like the kid thing, did you see in the Marvel broadcast last night? They did like these trails on jump shots.
And Zion airballed with
airballed with the trail.
So they put a smoke trail behind the ball when he shot it. And Zion airballed the shot.
How did I not see this?
So it looks even funnier. It looks even funnier than I'm explaining. Like it do.
No, it's
like,
funny. It's funny.
Because then you have Iron Man sitting on the shot clock.
I just didn't understand that. I just don't get it. Like, why is he up there?
And he's dead.
Disney owns.
Imagine being an NBA player. And he said, and he's just dead. He's just not alive.
He's not alive, though. I love him 3,000, but my nigga, you're just dead.
Like, my thing is this, like, if you're an NBA player, are you thinking about that? Like, did somebody come in your locker room like right before, like, yo, you know, Iron Man gonna be on the shot clock today, huh? You know, they doing a Marvel thing. We can't see him, but he gonna be there.
Excuse me.
Like, what?
They asked them a bunch of like Marvel related questions before the game. Like they asked Zion like his favorite Marvel character.
He said probably like the Hulk.
No, he said Thanos, and everybody was like,
"This nigga's weird."
Makes sense.
Strange.
I thought Zion would have said something stupid, like Spider-Man. Like what? Why? Like
wait,
you as big as you are? No, as big as he is, you would think Thor, Hulk. You think somebody like Hawkeye, huh? What makes you say that?
I would like to know if like Hawkeye is legitimately anybody's favorite Marvel character.
No, bro, that is garbage. He's garbage. He's garbage.
There's got to be like one kid
of the Avengers. Oh he's so garbage.
There's got to be one kid out there who's just like trying to be different so hard, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Hawkeye's my favorite."
That's awful.
That's bad.
Niggas are bringing bows and arrows to a fight against the universe.
You pick
He don't miss. He don't miss.
You pick Marvel's version of Kyle Korver as your favorite hero.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
absolutely crazy.
You said he don't miss. What is Thanos going to do with an arrow?
And he shoot one of the gems. You know what I'm saying? It's raps. No more goblins. Bye bye.
That sound like he just a quick scoper to me. I can do that on Call of Duty.
That's what it sounds like. He has no purpose.
Sound like he should be phase Hawkeye. It doesn't sound like a superhero though.
He could have been at the crib and nobody would have noticed the difference.
Phase
Hawkeye for sure.
Optic Hawkeye. Black Widow still died. If Hawkeye wasn't in the movie, we would just not see a difference.
But all right, off of the superhero stuff, do you think the Lakers? I asked Jay Bridges this already. Do you think the Lakers should be worried about what's going on right now with them?
Oh, the Lakers?
Yeah.
Man, if I got LeBron on my team, there's just but so worried I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
You get like the worry that like anything can happen, but with like LeBron and Anthony Davis on your team, I don't think you get too worried.
Even with Anthony Davis getting off to like the start that he did.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate right now.
Yeah,
I think Anthony's gonna be fine. I'm just playing devil's advocate right now, just to be clear.
Giving the people what they want to see.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm asking the questions that the people want to know. Yeah, I don't see an issue now. What seed are the Grizzlies?
9.
Let's find out.
I think they're 9. Actually, no, they're 8. Because I think the Warriors are 9 now.
Now, I would love to see the Grizzlies make it out the first round. I would love that. I would absolutely.
The Grizzlies are 9. The Warriors are up to 8.
I would love to see them.
Curry.
Yes,
I would love to see them in the play-in, beat everybody in the play-in, and make the. I would love to see the Grizzlies do that. Yeah. I think they can. I don't know if they will, but I think they can. They're really good, man. Dylan Brooks is that dude. You good, man?
I'm good.
Dylan Brooks is that real deal for sure. Like he's actually very good.
Then that's just signed Thanos.
That's another person better than Ben Simmons, by the way. Dylan Brooks.
The only person not better than Ben Simmons is Draymond Green.
Yes, sir. Twofer. A twofer slander. Twofer. Liam, what jersey you rocking today? Is that Chris Paul? I see?
Nah, you
David
had to watch
West.
the vid.
David West. Yes. Oh, you did a David West video?
Mm-hmm.
That's the player you
I'm
wanted
not
to
gonna
talk
lie.
about.
I'm not gonna lie. That's
My
kind of
guy.
nasty. That's just that's kind of nasty.
Not the one that he's wearing. Not the one that he's wearing.
Oh, not the jersey. It's just that. I mean, it's an old Hornets jersey, so it looks nice. It just has West on the back of it. So.
I won't hear even one bad word about David West. I really won't.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm with Liam on that. I'm not feeling that at all.
David West, that's just a little nasty.
Now, if you go out there and you retrieve that Warriors David West jersey, that's awful. I don't ever want to see it.
No.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
In New Orleans and even Indiana, David West was good.
Oh no, he was never bad. It's just
that GSW joint. I don't want to see that garbage.
David West on the Warriors is just Roy Hibbert on the Pacers, and that's okay.
Yikes!
I don't know if he was that bad.
David West definitely got his bald head snagged on by Larry Nance at one time.
Yeah, he did.
He did him bad, but all right. So we really just spitballing today. What's some things y'all want to talk about? What's on your mind? What opinions do y'all got? John Morant's proving me wrong.
What did you say?
Well.
That he wasn't really showing me things, and like him and LaMelo was just better than him. Right now, he's just playing like he's like, no, that's just not true though. Like he's just playing like.
We got to talk about LaMelo in his first game back. That underhand scoop pass.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. It's just testing the wrist out and just making sure you can still do that. I mean, come on, that's crazy.
And it was right on the money.
It was just a touchdown.
And guess who caught the pass?
Fuck the beat and the can't move.
Yes, my boy. We love to see it.
You got the ops outside. What are you? That's you.
God damn.
Hey, I dropped my mixtape not too far from his house. Okay.
Hold up. Miles Bridges, someone on Zach Lowe's podcast today, they were talking about they think he might start getting 6-man consideration. Like he might get votes.
He's playing really, really well. Like he's playing very well. He stepped it up in every way. Him and LaMelo are going to be that duo. If LaMelo stays long enough, they're going to be that duo in Charlotte that people are not going to like when they go away. Where did Jay Bridges just go?
Jelani?
He just walked off. But yeah, that's going to be a duo they're not going to like to see gone at all.
Yeah, they're going to be like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin.
Yeah, they're going to love to see that, especially if they start winning and getting flashy. People are going to love that.
Oh,
Jay
yeah,
Bridges,
I hope it happens.
I had to leave after that awful shit that you just said. I had to leave. It's bad, bro.
I dropped it, man. They had to go retrieve it. But anyways, yeah. But did you hear what Liam said about Miles Bridges getting 6-man considerations? What you feel about that?
He don't start.
Mm-mm.
I don't know who starts over.
Oh, I ain't mad
Gordon
at him.
Hayward.
Oh,
yeah, he just hurt. That's why.
I forgot he's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that.
PJ
I like him.
Washington and Miles Bridges are just the same exact nigga. You can't tell me they're not related.
Who?
PJ Washington and Miles Bridges.
Yeah, I've been saying that. They're the same.
Miles Bridges is just better, though.
He is better, but they're just related.
Yeah, they definitely are just brothers. But so
You gotta replace Cody Zeller. If they can get rid of Cody Zeller, the GOAT.
They playing on Cody Zeller's name, bro. They playing on his name.
AJ Bridges, I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah, that was no.
All right, we're gonna call David West gross, but I say one bad word about Cody Zeller.
yeah, about Cody Zeller.
I would call him gross, but guess what? You would never find me in a Cody Zeller jersey though.
Yeah, because Zeller on your
because he's garbage.
Oh,
Nigga said.
Somebody asked, do y'all think Zeller is better than Tim Duncan?
Wait, what did you say?
What's that?
Do you think KG is better than Tim Duncan?
No.
Mm-mm. I think it's closer than what people think it would be, but no.
Nah, Tim Duncan.
You know how Kevin feels about that.
Oh yeah, that boy Kevin thinks KG is just a top 10 player all time, though.
That's like, actually, let's talk about that for a minute, because I've been thinking about that. Like, that KG was great. I don't want to take anything away from KG, but like when he was playing, it was like a very legitimate debate, like him versus Dirk. And now, like, after his career, people are saying he's like way clear of Dirk and he's a top 10 player ever. Like, whoa.
No, I think
that's not what happened. Like, it's just not the career he had.
That's how I feel about the Tim Duncan being better than Kobe. That just never happened.
Oh, yeah,
that never happened.
Never happened, bro.
That never happened.
Me and you grew up watching the same basketball. Can you confirm that was something that
was a conversation? That was a conversation that started like after they both retired. Like, and like I get it. Like, I understand the points you make for Tim Duncan. I totally understand them. Like, they're not like completely outlandish, but like it's just, it wasn't the case while they were playing. So I don't think we can make the case now in hindsight.
Tim Duncan wouldn't even have said that.
Basically, what you just said is you have a point, but you're still just wrong.
Yeah.
and I think that's the thing with like a lot of like NBA or even just sports debates in general. Like, you usually have a point. Like, everything's can be a debate, but like it doesn't mean like you're right. Like,
and then what I don't like is when people they debate and then you start proving them wrong or even just giving them points that they know are probably just correct, and then they'll just fall on well, that's just my opinion and this is what I value. No, it's not. You thought he was better until I told you he wasn't. Like, and now you're just falling back on that. Like, listen.
I think some of those debates too, like if that is what you value, then I'm just going to question what you value. You're valuing the wrong things. Like, like if I gotta say is like who it is, because we know who it is. Like Kevin, I don't know if Kevin even listens to this, but like Kevin, if you think Robert Covington is better than Domantas Sabonis, you're valuing the wrong things. You just are.
Whoa. Hold on. Please tell me he did not say that.
He told, bro. You know what he told me? He even told me that Rocco right now is better than Carmelo right now. No,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Kevin, listen. I should punch you in your mouth for that. And I like you.
I like Kevin too. Bro. Kevin's a good kid. Like, I like him. I just like.
He definitely did just tell me Draymond Green is better than Russell Westbrook. He definitely just told me that the other day.
And I said when he said that, I said they didn't answer me either. I said, imagine if you told Russell Westbrook that. Imagine what his face would look like if an announcer, if you grabbed your phone, like how they do, it was like, hey, how do you feel about me thinking Draymond Green is better than you? Now just picture the face he would make to you.
It'd be
like, you have to be joking.
Priceless. It'd be priceless.
Execution.
Like, that's just it's like one thing to have an opinion and like pick what you value, and like I understand like if you value something different than I do, that's fine. But like if your values lead you to that, then I am now going to question what you're valuing, and I think we should talk about that as opposed to debating players.
You could put Russell anywhere, and he succeeds. If you put Draymond Green on the Raptors, he would just end up on the Toronto 905. He would be garbage.
I think that's a good thing to talk about when it comes to debates. I think the issue with most debates is that the other person's concept just tends not to even make sense in terms of like your concept into what you also value. That's the reason we're having an argument, is that usually your concept on basketball is just completely wrong.
Sometimes, oh man.
Oh, freeze frame. Don't mind.
Somebody screenshot. Somebody screen.
Oh, he's gone now.
Oh, he gone?
Now I see him.
Oh, I still see him in my.
I still see him.
I certainly don't.
Oh,
He's back. He's back.
I certainly don't.
oh.
I locked my phone. I'm using my hotspot now.
Oh, here we
Am I
go.
good?
We back. We back. Yep.
You're back.
I locked my phone, and I'm using my hotspot. I locked my phone, so it like cut it out for a second. But
Okay.
go ahead, continue.
I don't know what he was talking about.
It's like in debates and like what people value and like.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the
Idiotic.
problem with most debates.
Jonathan, he said Rocco was better than Sabonis. Goodness.
Like if you value like a two-way player and you value them being good or like elite, or I mean Robert Covington's not elite on either side, but like good on both sides, like over like very good on one and not as good on the other. Like that's fine. That's fine in theory, but like if you go too far with it, like that's where it becomes the problem. Like.
Yeah,
And then
My
you can't
thing
have
is-
exceptions to that. You can't, if that's your belief, you can't pick and choose who that applies to. Like,
The
Yeah.
impact thing is what bothers me because people that think like that, they're impact guys. Like they think they use impact as if it's a talent in which you have. Like you can, like it's like an attribute. Like you can go out and like have impact everywhere, and that's not the case, especially for people like Draymond Green and Robert Covington. Yes, they bring what they bring, but what they bring is their talent, their 3-and-D talent, which is why they're going to a team. But usually, if you have Robert Covington on your team, there's players that are astronomically better than Robert Covington because Robert Covington is just a 3-and-D player. So his impact translates to exactly what they brought him there for. But
Yeah.
if you were to go and take Robert Covington and say, you're now the best player on the Orlando Magic, he would be awful. Like, and that's not impact. But, and then it's what gets me about impact is they say that, but then they don't realize that the reason why star players are star players is because guess what? They have impact wherever they go, and it's the most amount of impact possible.
that's, yeah.
At this point, I started thinking about this a little while ago. It's even for like second best players and first best players, their respective team. It's not often that second best players are better than other team's first best player.
No,
It's not often because not every. In order to be that first best player, you have to always be able to do that.
Man, that's what I've been saying, that like being the number one scoring option on a team is the hardest job in basketball.
Yeah, they act like it's
there's-
easy.
There's barely 30 guys who can do it.
Yeah.
Not even like it is so difficult. And so like if you take a guy, I'll just use Sabonis because I've been talking about him so much lately. Like Sabonis has proven he's capable of being the number one scoring option on a good team. He can do it.
Mhm.
Like, so if you're gonna tell me that a guy like I don't even know, Robert Covington is better than him, I can't take that seriously.
Yeah.
Like Domantas Sabonis is executing the hardest job in basketball. Robert
Mhm.
Covington is a 3-and-D player. That's not even close to comparable. It's not even
And
close.
Jay Bridges and a lot of NBA players and Jay Bridges say this, and it makes perfect sense. Nobody, not a soul, not one person ever in life comes to the league trying to be Robert Covington. Robert Covington wasn't trying to be who Robert Covington is right now. When he got drafted, he wanted to be, I want to be the best player on my team. But he isn't good enough to do that.
That's okay.
And that is fine, but because he fell into a role, they said, look, you're a really good defender and you can shoot this 3-ball. We need you to do this for our team. He said, you know what? If this is how I'm gonna make contract money for years and years, this is what I'm finna do. Like, and it's very simple to understand, but there's not a lot of Carmelo Anthonys. There's not a lot of LeBrons, and they fail to realize without the Carmelos, the Chris Pauls, the Trae Youngs, the LeBrons, there is no Robert Covington, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Who else can you name?
Klay Thompson is actually
One of
a great guy to look at for this because like that same like community, like they hold like Klay in like very low regard. Like they don't like rock with Klay like he was. They call him the third best player on those Warriors teams. Like, so that's what I mean when I'm saying like you can't pick and choose who it applies to. If being a great 3-and-D player makes Robert Covington better than Domantas Sabonis, then it definitely makes Klay Thompson better than Draymond.
Definitely.
So
I can't tell you how much better Klay is than Robert Covington. I can't even explain it.
So like, it just I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get that you
I
value
don't.
guys that are like incredible in their role. And Robert Covington's a great 3-and-D player. And I guess Domantas Sabonis, when it comes to first options, is currently on like the lower half of first options in the NBA.
Yeah.
That doesn't make what he's doing less impressive than what Robert Covington's doing. It's much more impressive than what Robert Covington's doing.
The lower end of first options is still 18,000 tiers above the best 3-and-D player in the league. Period. Because like
Which
I
isn't
said,
even Robert Covington.
it's just Mikal Bridges or Miles Bridges, in my opinion, at this point. But my point is, like that, I don't get it. Like, people don't like. It's funny because if Impact merchants really liked Impact, they would understand how impactful somebody like Russell Westbrook will forever be. Like forever. Really but they'll say, well, he doesn't have any impact because, well, he does this sometimes and they lose. But when Robert Covington's in the game, they win. It's like, what? Like, they won because of Russell Westbrook. Just Robert Covington helped with that. But let's remove Russell from this conversation. If Robert Covington was the best player on the Wizards, they would win 6 games. Like, they would win. They wouldn't win.
They could knock off the Pistons once or twice.
I don't know. Jeremy Grant might.
Jeremy Grant is better than Robert Covington.
Oh, he's better than him for sure. But okay. Here's an interesting question. Outside of Russ and Beal and the rest of the roster, including Rocco, is that better than the rest of the Detroit roster?
No.
Really?
Hell no.
No. Is Thomas Bryant healthy?
Too?
That changes it a little bit, but like I think I'd still go with like Sadiq Bey and those guys.
Sadiq Bey, what's his name? Isaiah Stewart is better than everybody on
Beef Stew. I love Isaiah Stewart. Also a great nickname. Beef Stew. Like, that's a great.
His name's Beef Stew.
It's Stew, like because it's Stewart. It's just great.
Yeah,
that's a good nickname.
That's better than Spicy P. I'll keep saying it. I'll say that forever.
I heard in an interview too, like Isaiah Stewart has like crazy beef with James Wiseman. Like he does not like James Wiseman.
Why?
Hold on, step in the booth.
I guess it was something to do with like them in like high school. They played in like the same conference, so they played each other all the time, and like nobody cared about Isaiah Stewart, and everybody was all talking about James Wiseman, so he just doesn't like him.
Oh, so it's like it's like a Deshaun. What's it? It's like a Deshaun Stevenson LeBron thing. Like, I don't like you because you were just way better than me all the time.
Yeah, it's like Rondo and Chris Paul.
Yeah. Like
okay, that's still a little strange. Okay, Beef Stew. What?
I get it now. Now it's a double entendre. Now,
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But that'd be interesting. What if they both get good and that's just the random rivalry that only Liam knew about back then. Now everybody.
I hope it happens. Honestly, I think that would be fun.
Yeah, but Isaiah Stewart and Sadiq Bey are better than everybody on the Wizards not named Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. They're better than everybody. Like, maybe not Roy, but probably Roy as well. Roy
really? You think Sadiq Bey's better than Rudy? I don't know about that.
Rudy. The only reason why, let's be honest, the only reason why Rudy even looks good is because of Russell Westbrook. No Russell Westbrook.
Rudy was decent last season. He was a rookie. He was pretty good.
He was bad.
Okay. But he would.
Rui definitely needs like a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he's like a I'm gonna go get mine type of guy.
Isaiah Stewart, I feel like can do that. I'm gonna go get buckets. I don't think Rui's really built like that.
Hey,
I thought he
will shoot it.
Yeah, I
will shoot the ball.
Yeah,
3 for 6 right now from 3. I gotta check this out.
Who?
Acampo.
Okay. He's been getting in this 3-ball bag lately. I love to see
Sir,
it. I
Giannis.
love to see
Gotta
it.
respect it.
Time to be a top 10 player in the league. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh
Jesus.
man.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness. You know, there's a new trend going around that people are saying Ben Simmons is not the best defender on his team.
Well, one
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Well, that's
wrong.
I think I talked about that like a couple weeks ago or like a week ago. It was like my hot take that like the
perimeter and
perimeter
interior.
defense. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's like just another one of those like impact community.
No, but
takes.
they don't say it's Joel.
Who's that?
They say
Matisse?
they say it's Matisse Bible.
Oh, okay.
They say it's Matisse.
Okay.
Matisse
so-
plays 15 minutes a game. I like Matisse Tybalt. I really do. But that's crazy, man.
That's
like he's playing
ridiculous.
15 minutes a game. Like if he's the best defender, I want him out there on the best player, and he's not good enough to do that. So
Yeah.
stop that.
He's out there
15
blocking
minutes a
Juan
game.
Toscano Anderson and Laurie Markkinen. I mean, that's great. Like, but you know, Ben Simmons is out there guarding James
Damian
Harden.
Lillard and Steph Curry. And, come on, man. It's not the same.
But you know,
That's
Matisse,
crazy.
the poopy. Shut up.
Oh,
Please,
that's-
quiet.
That makes
Boy.
I'm glad that the students have now became the teacher.
Yeah, shout out to LeQ and Raptors. Shout out. You guys have become.
yes, sir. The Ben Simmons slander is
The
spreading.
kid has been
like
going
wildfire.
crazy on
I love
TikTok.
it.
He has been going crazy.
I don't
about
care.
Simmons.
I am taking credit. I'm going to Soldier Boy this whole situation. It was me.
Word for word.
Ball for bar. Word for word. Ball for bar.
My whole flow. Raptor.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm taking.
That was good. That was really good.
That was great.
That's me. Me. I'm Soldier Boy and I'm toxic. I'm saying y'all stole from me. I was taking all the lashings when I said, you want to see somebody better? And I was throwing Mike Conley and Lonzo Ball on the screen. People was acting like I was stupid. I'm dumb. You know, people was making fake accounts, making fun of me and stuff like this. And now look. Now Raptor putting 50 people better than Ben Simmons on the screen. Now the Q is going overboard.
Listen, I remember when we put D-Lo on the 76ers, they're worse.
Oh yeah, when D'Lo was on the 76ers, what are they?
I remember.
A 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. not on the West Coast. In the East, 10th in the Eastern Conference. The conference with the Wizards, the Pistons, and the Magic. 10th seed.
They just said, what?
Now we got how do you say it? LeQuay? Is that how you say it?
LeQuay.
Now he going overboard and saying Ben Simmons ain't even the best defender on his team, which I think is a little overcompensation because you were overrating him for like 8 months. But
Like if you say Embiid is the best defender, like I get your logic because you're one of the people who has like big man defense over. But if your answer is Matisse Tybalt, I will not understand that. I won't accept it. Like
That doesn't make sense.
I just don't understand how you could say it's Joel Embiid when you're looking at Ben Simmons defend Damian Lillard on a constant basis. I just don't.
it's the
And
same
Embiid
reason people
Embiid
think
is-
Gobert is a great defender. It's the same reason.
Ooh, let's talk about that. Ooh, okay. Ooh, because this is what I put on my TikTok. I said, this is y'all 2-time depoy. And I put 3 different pictures of him getting literally turned around in a basketball game. Like his back, like the player that shot the ball was just reading Gobert on the back of his jersey. Now, and people go, well, that's just you. So you go act like getting crossed over. No, it's not even about that. Let me explain something to y'all. Do you know how difficult it is to get turned around as an NBA basketball player? Listen,
It's easier to fall than get turned around.
it's literally easier to fall on the ground than to be spun in a circle. Here's what it means when you've been spun in a circle. It means one of two things. Either you were in the air as he was making moves, which literally your coach tells you, don't ever do that. If you get switched on a guard, don't be jumping up and down and because you're going to look like an idiot. Or you fell for the first move because you're a dumb big man and thought, oh, this guard's driving to the basket while I'm 7 foot and he's 6'4"? Let me turn around and meet him there. And then now look at you. He's still back there, big dummy.
Watching the
like, come on. And he's successful with that sometimes, but you have to understand that's not good defense. Me and Cam literally watch like Rudy Gobert's like best defensive plays, and there's a play where he switches on the man, like it was like a screen pop. Dude catches the ball, he runs to him, and the dude takes the ball and drives. Rudy Gobert turns around before, like he just turns his whole body, like and runs straight to the basket. And it's like he got the block because the dude didn't step back. But if you're dealing with a guard such as Curry and Devin Booker, or any guard, even that dude, if you would have thought for a split second, if I just stop right here, he's just gonna keep going.
He's either
like, and that's not good defense. That's terrible. That is the worst perimeter defense you can play. Like, and people reward that crap. That's crap. It's crap. It is whack. Like,
fall on his face, or he's just gonna run into the little NBA Jerry West sign.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start weirdo. I'm gonna start calling him COVID-19. Shut down the league.
Wow.
I don't like him anymore. Like the way that they're sensationalizing his defense is becoming frustrating because people just start downplaying people like Ben and Drew who go out there every night and literally do one of the hardest jobs. Like you said, the hardest job is to be the number one option on the team. The second hardest job is the person who has to guard the best player every night. That is just the second hardest job.
But listen,
like,
I want to hop off this real quick because we're talking about Drew Holiday. Hey, the GOAT gave him 50.
Oh, yeah. KP
gave him 50.
And then was a menace to society like 20 minutes later on Instagram Live.
You saw that nigga Drew? I had him sliding across the court.
And then you seen bro go, ooh, let me stop this live. You said, ooh. He said that? Why would he say that?
Hey, that's it.
I'm alive. He definitely cooked them. KPJ, now Cam, they stole your whole flow.
Come on. They stole my bar for bar, word for word.
Because now people comparing, now it's side-by-side clips with KPJ and James Harden now. Like, okay.
I was saying that he was going to be top 5 in the league.
We agreed that he's an insane talent.
Mm-hmm. Heard it from here.
Somebody else who's going quite under the radar. Michael Porter Jr. is becoming himself way quicker than you would have thought. Yeah, like
Maga Porter Jr.
Not Maga Porter Jr.
I won't ever forget that. This man said it wasn't real, and he went out and got it. Tough.
He really went out and got it.
Oh, yeah, great basketball player, just a total idiot. Like,
it's okay.
He's just a dummy. It's fine.
Him and Rudy are just dumb. Really think about what Rudy did. Like, we don't gloss over it because we made fun of it. But Rudy really was sitting there with the mic and heard, COVID. And he was like, COVID, let me touch everything I'm next to. Like, what?
It's more ridiculous than anything else.
Let me rub the middle of my palm.
Are you serious right now?
I remember when he did it too, everyone's like, that's weird. Like, that was weird. And then the next day, no more basketball.
But my thing is, like, even if you didn't believe in it, what made you think I'm gonna test this virus gangster right now? Like,
but listen, I do have a beef with school. I mean, and touched on the mics. NBA got shut down. Those niggas was sending me to school. Y'all are weird.
Hey, I was definitely at school. Crazy. Crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
College board. I'm here to overthrow you. So no, watch your back.
Oh yeah, college board. We want to smoke with you. That's a.
Watch your back when I. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch. Where'd the 20 fat boy go?
He saw it. I think someone came in.
Oh, Liam, do you have the poll for the fantasy draft?
Oh, I could go check it right now. I don't think a lot of people voted on it.
Oh wow, y'all are weird.
They're a little weird. See, Cavs let go of JaVale. Cavs let go of JaVale McGee for Anderson Varejao.
That is crazy because they really did that.
Wait, what
They
happened?
actually did exactly that.
Cavs turned.
Wait,
PJ might have been the best on that team. People thought I was crazy. Hey,
who they sign?
Anderson
Yeah,
Varejao.
they found Anderson Varejao like 2 days.
Wait, is this like a real thing? This happened?
Yeah, they signed
I
Anderson
saw.
Varejao.
I know what he's talking about. I just didn't hear what you said. Yeah, they dug him out of that grave D Wade put him in and signed him. Like,
Hey man, he was winning a championship.
I never saw him.
You know, Liam has a Facebook post about that.
Yeah, when D Wade dunked on Anderson Varejao, I was like, however old I was, I posted on Facebook about it. Couldn't believe my eyes.
That's real.
That was the best dunk I ever saw live.
Oh, Zay's frozen.
All right, let's check the results of the who drafted the best team.
And it's Cameron.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
All right, in first place with 45% of the vote is Jay Bridges.
Hey, man.
Second place with 27% of the vote is me.
What?
Third place with 18% of the vote is Cam. And last with 9% of the vote is Zay.
What are we talking about?
the poll results for the draft that we did.
That's just pure LeBron hate. How do I get 9% with the best player in the world?
Kobe just was on.
He had no supporting cast.
He had no supporting cast. He had no.
Yeah, you picked LeBron and you put Big Z next to him.
Did I not do that though?
He got LeBron in his outskits and thought this was going to make the cut.
That's crazy. I felt like who was my center?
I don't remember. It wasn't good enough, obviously.
You think Marcus Gasol?
That
He
was
was
my
on the
last
bench.
pick. Yeah, that was my last pick. I
don't
just feel like
remember.
my center was. Oh, I have the notes right here.
People talking about
9%.
my team.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just LeBron hatred at that point.
Hey man, they just know a goat when they see one. That's
You said you were first, Liam?
I was
No,
first.
Jay was first.
45%.
I still got my note here with my team.
Smart is better than you.
We got to put them in 2K and see who wins.
How much?
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
My team's just going to score 150, right?
I mean, I don't think 2K is fair because I just have LeBron, so I'm just going to the finals on simulation every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, 2K21 is just rigged. Like if you have LeBron, he's just going to the championship.
I'm
we
about
gonna see.
I'll
I got
take-
high hopes for you.
Like not even that my team's better. It's just 2K is just garbage.
I'll text Ronald. We'll make sure things happen.
Yeah, they'll give us
Ronald,
the patch. The patch.
You
simulation.
texted Ronald. It's not gonna do nothing.
Mhm.
That got me a
We
sneak.
got
Okay.
we got like 11, 12 minutes here. You want to get into hot takes?
Sure.
Let me get to explaining, man.
Oh God, yeah, you can
I'm
go
still not
first, 'cause
having
you're
this
hot
one.
take.
You
You
go
can
first, man.
explain this one all you want. I'm not gonna take it. I'm not
Yeah, you
having
go
it.
first, man.
Oh yeah, first of all, I had LeBron, Carmelo, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Durant.
Hey man, the rest of it is
9% sounds like racism to me, but that's okay.
What?
Wow.
That's just-
Wow. Wow.
That's okay.
I just don't think I had it. Did I have one?
Just
I
had
don't think I had this. The only white man I had on my roster was Jason Kidd, even though he
Right.
drinks and drives, but that's stuff.
5 white people on my team.
Like just imagine me being 9% and I just have the GOAT and KD, who's better than just everybody that everybody else likes. He's just better. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
crazy, I guess.
I only had 3 dark-skinned people on my team.
And I got the dude that everybody thinks is better than Kobe. How did that happen?
Ooh.
Hey man, this is the skill of the legacy people. He wasn't applying to them. He was using that wicked mindset.
Not if Liam posted it. It was definitely just not that. Because
It was in
the poll was under the video.
It was in the YouTube comment.
oh yeah, okay, so yeah,
It was our people. Look at you. You had
I
that
respect
wicked
it.
mindset. You had that
I
right wing,
now-
that conservative mindset. Now you lost.
Now I
you
respect it.
Lost in the sauce.
Now I respect it because I thought it was like
You a
you
conservative
know.
contradiction, and that's okay.
I
That's
thought
okay.
my boy Kevin had a vote in on it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it, but now I get it. I get it.
I told them to vote for me. They
I
didn't.
respect it.
I had no paint present defense. So you know
I respect it. I respect it. Now, if it was my people that voted, they must be thinking in the right way. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But,
so you just got the worst team.
Yeah,
apparently,
so you just got the worst team.
yeah, I guess LeBron,
Okay,
KD,
cool.
and Tim are just not gonna get it done. I guess.
I'm just making sure you know.
There's about 13 rings between those three players alone. But okay, I get it. You know, championships and everything, skill over legacy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go get into your hot take. Your hot take is absolutely, I wouldn't say ridiculous, but I don't agree whatsoever.
No, it's ridiculous. That's the word.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
It's definitely closer than people think. I just want to make the people a little angry, but it's close. Not Steven Adams. Darren.
He's definitely better than Steven Adams. Don't
That's
Darren Williams. That nigga was crazy off the fence, crazy off the mid range. He just had to do more scoring than Steve Nash did, and Steve Nash gets overrated because he was put in the right offense for him. Like I could have put any point guard. I could have put Darren Williams in that offense, and they would have still probably been the best in the West. It was just that Steve Nash fit that offense perfectly with his play style and everything. But Darren Williams, and he could still shoot the three. Darren Williams was just cold on all three levels. And he
was a demon, but
like I do agree definitely that Darren Williams is underrated and Steve Nash is a little bit overrated, but I still don't think Darren Williams is better than him.
Yeah. The funny thing is for Steve Nash, people that overrate him, what I love to do to those type of people is I just say this. Yeah, but Chris Paul's just better than him. Then they go, yeah, all time. Sure. I said, no, just in general, he's just better. And they were like, well, peak for peak. I'm like, I didn't say that. I don't care about that. Chris Paul's just better. Then they go, Steve Nash prime, CP3 right now. I said, I mean, sure, but Chris Paul's still better than him. Like, and they just be like, well, what did you say that for? I'm like, because it's true. Like that, it's true. They like have a malfunction. Like they just don't like to say it out loud. Like what? It is what it is. Like Chris Paul's pretty much always been better than Steve Nash. But Jay Breeders, get your hot take out the way, Mr. Mute.
I'm trying to find it.
I might just fire a couple off.
I remember mine. It wasn't a hot take. I was just gonna let the younger kids who listen to this know a little bit about Shareef Abdur-Rahim.
Yes.
I mean, I can go through his career. Like he was I believe one-time All-Star, multiple 20-point per game seasons. Was he in that legendary draft class? He was with AI and them. But that aside from his like excellent career and like he's one of the more like respected players among like NBA veterans, like they will all say like wonderful things about Shareef. I want to talk about afterward. He has been the a member of the NBA's developmental team for 2 years, and he's currently the president of the G League. The G League bubble was all him. He has been like massive for bringing this next generation into the NBA and empowering the younger players to make decisions for themselves and get themselves ready for the league. And I think it's just part of, him coming up and seeing a lot of guys from high school go straight to the league and struggle. And I know that he's, I'm pretty sure he's good friends with Darius Miles, who would definitely be an example of a guy who got straight to the league from high school and struggled. He's just a great story of a guy who came into the NBA, and then had a wonderful career, like an all-star, great scorer, crazy athletic, good playmaker, everything. He's just a good basketball player, and he's now, leading the way to let younger guys get into the league and paying it forward to the next generation. Just a great guy that I think deserves a little more love.
Sounds like a goat to me. OG, real goat. Like And not to mention he was just super nice at what we call basketball.
He was tough. Like he was absolutely like that back then. Like
one of those players that at the time, like how Kyrie's unguardable to everybody now. He was just somebody that nobody could ever guard. Like he was creative. He made moves up on the fly. He was that dude. He was that dude. But fun fact, this is just random. I don't know. Do y'all know the and one circuit? Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all know, but the kids might not know. Skip to My Lou is just Rafer Alston.
What?
Rafer Alston, the basketball player that played for the Rockets, is Skip to My Lou. That's who that is.
Oh.
He it is.
I didn't even
the 2K18 storyline was just Rafer Alston's real life. Like he just
oh,
like it's based around how he made it to the NBA, sort of.
Oh, so it was trash. Got it.
Pretty much.
Just playing. I'm just playing.
And he wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. He wasn't like super good, but he was all right.
He was all right.
He was NBA caliber player.
That nigga wanted to be in the stew for real.
At the time, he was better than Kyle Lowry, which is hilarious. Nah, he was though. Like he just.
Man, Kyle Lowry was awful when he first got in the league. He was terrible.
People forget that.
Like Darius.
Darius Garland, his first season was
terrible. Terrible.
I would honestly say that Kyle Lowry in his first year was worse.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh, Darius Garland was bad.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry was awful.
Kyle Lowry was awful. Like Kyle Lowry, like people forget he was so bad. People forget Kyle Lowry was in the league like 9 years.
They don't even remember that he ever played for the Grizzlies. He was so bad.
Oh man, he was awful. All right, what was my hot take that I gotta explain?
Didn't you just say you remembered it?
No, I said I remembered my take that I want to say today. I don't remember my hot take.
Oh, I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, I said that Josh Smith is one of the most disappointing players ever.
Not the smooth connection.
Jay smooth to smooth connection.
Number 27 to number 21.
We have a problem.
Yes, sir.
All right, so look.
Real ghosts remember Moses Cub.
Remember those when he used to use GTA to make the clips before the.
Oh yeah,
that man was on GTA 5.
He would come from the crib. He would drive to the stadium.
He had his player on the Hornets, man. You always rock those yellow jerseys.
Yes, sir.
Classics.
Chris Smoove is a legend, but go ahead, Jay Bridges. He is a legend.
Okay, so when Josh Smith was on the Hawks, he was basically a black Blake Griffin. He could shoot the midi a little bit, but he was just a super athletic guy who could dunk, really. At some point late in his tenure with the Hawks, he was just like, I'm going to be Curry.
Mm-hmm.
So he
slowly started to turn into Denzel Valentine, like the more the years went by.
He stepped further and further out of the pick and roll. It's like, I'm just going to be a spot up, and there's not much y'all can do about it. And then you saw his career go down.
At some point, he just felt like me and Rasheed Wallace, same person. Watch. And then, but no.
Yeah, and then we saw him judging the dunk contest, and he gave it an 8, by the way.
Yeah,
Cassius Stanley still got robbed.
I don't really remember my hot take at all. So I'm just gonna slander random players for 2 seconds until I get into my normal take. I'd rather have Moses Cub than Cristiano Felicio. I know that.
Oh, wait. Let me pull up the take. Let me pull it up.
I would much rather have Moses Cub.
Yeah, real ghosts remember Moses Cub.
Moses Cub?
Come
on, man.
SBS.
Shot clock. Yes, sir. What are they talking about? I ain't gonna lie. Chris, when watching Chris Smoove, you ever feel like these games are just rigged? Like, there's no way you won this game, Chris Smoove. There's no way.
What beyond Hall of Fame playing this good.
Period. Like there's no way. He'd be on Hall of Fame beating teams by 40, dude. What?
This nigga was on Hall of Fame beating teams by 70, saying, "Oh, I gotta up the minutes."
Oh man, and and it was like watching him go to park was like such an exciting thing, like because he never was there. You just like Chris Wu going to park was like seeing a unicorn. Like, man.
I remember I think it was like an old 2K game. Like, remember when you could do like, I think it was like 2K12 maybe, when you could just like load up into a random blacktop game, and it would just be like,
yeah.
I was running one of those with me and my two buddies from high school. We used to play it all the time, and we played against him, Luke, and one of his other boys.
Not you played the GOAT.
The GOAT? Mm-hmm. Chris Smooth?
Yes.
Did you fanboy? Because you should have.
We couldn't. Like, there was no
there's no
chat between us. It was only like pregame, and we were in a party, and we were like, holy shit, is this Chris Smooth? Oh my God, is this Chris Smooth? It started. We got smoked.
Your take was the peak and longevity thing, but I'm watching this video back, and I think you just explained it on the spot in the video.
I think it does that every episode. He be explaining his
peak and longevity to me is just like, I don't even remember what I said. Did I say peak? Did I say longevity is more important?
Yeah,
because like I said, T-Mac's my favorite player, and he averaged 34 in a season, but he never could make anything of it because he didn't do it long. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love to say peak means more. No, it doesn't, because if it did, our top 10s would be completely different. Okay. Like Jerry Stackhouse would be a top 13 player ever if peak mattered.
Granger.
Yeah, like, come on now. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it matters, but it's just a piece of everything else. Like, peak is just a part of longevity. Like, that's why it's called peak, you know, the peak of your play, but you still managed to be very good. This was just your best. Like, so that's just kind of how it goes with me. People treat peak like it means you're better. Like, you had a better peak, so I say you're better. Like, no. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, Russell Westbrook had a better peak than Chris Paul will probably ever have. But is he better? No. And he never has been. Like, so I don't understand. But let's get into our new takes.
I'll go first. I thought mine.
Oh Lord!
You know, if he going first, it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I had a weird one, but I think I'm gonna just say this like next episode. Paul George, third best small forward ever, man.
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Third best.
I
can't think of too many people better than him. Better. No.
Better, not greater. Better. There's KD, LeBron. That's it.
The big argument's gonna be Kawhi.
No.
I know, but I'm saying like
people.
Kawhi.
No.
People gonna say Larry Bird.
I ain't gonna lie. Paul George will get Larry together. Okay, I'm not actually mad at that. But if I put this on TikTok, I feel like they're gonna be really angry with that. I ain't gonna lie. The first person to comment Scottie Pippen is getting blocked. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I'll hear Larry. I'll hear that. You say Scottie and Julius Erving, you're getting blocked. I'm sorry. I'm gonna block you.
What you mean? They're like the.
I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. Not good.
But my weird take was, give Joe Ingles, not Zion. Give Joe Ingles, Lonzo athleticism. He like a top 20
player in the league. Oh,
really?
No, he's top 10.
Like top 10. He might be top 10.
Really?
Oh, Joe Ingles is absolutely really good.
Joe Ingles he doesn't miss. I'm not convinced Joe Ingles has ever missed a jump shot ever. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
And he did Paul George in the worst way.
He might just be top 10.
Why does Joe Ingles look 47 though? Like, I don't understand that. Why does he look so old?
Hey man, you know what they say about us? Not Liam, but about us.
Joe,
black don't crack unless you smoke it.
Black don't crack, you know. Exactly.
Joe Ingles is only 33.
He looks 54 though.
He's just older than LeBron.
Yeah, he has to be. But that's actually not that bad, man. That's not. I'm not too mad about the Paul George thing. Liam, I want you to go next. I like hearing your takes. They're very informational.
I'm gonna go with this one. One of the bigger like fumbled bags in NBA history that I only just like realized or thought about. The 76ers had Allen Iverson, Jerry Stackhouse, and Tim Thomas, and 2 years later they only had Allen Iverson.
Oh,
That's
wow.
terrible. That's terrible. Like that's horrible general management. And that should get talked about like way more.
Wow. I definitely didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
Somebody said, like, I mean, open racism would be crazy for what PG would do to Bird.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would probably lynch him by half.
Yeah, I actually didn't even know they had Tim Thomas or Jerry Stackhouse.
Mm-hmm. They had Stackhouse before they had Iverson.
I didn't even know that.
They drafted him. And then they brought in AI the next year, and they didn't get along. So they didn't try to make it work. They just sent Jerry out. But if they just rocked with Jerry, AI, and Tim Thomas, and then added these other pieces later, that team wins a title.
Wait, who did they fumble? Who fumbled what?
The Sixers had AI, Jerry Stackhouse, and Tim Thomas.
Oh wow, yeah, they definitely did. Yeah, it's a fumble. Jerry Stackhouse was like that.
Within 2 years, they were all on different teams. So that's a massive, massive fumble. Like
my hot take is sort of weird. I don't know how this is gonna go over, but Richard Jefferson is better than Andrew Wiggins has ever been. Like Richard Jefferson's prime was better than Andrew Wiggins has ever been in his career.
You're not wrong.
Richard Jefferson was super
like
cold.
Nets Richard Jefferson?
21 point a game, Richard Jefferson, RJ.
I don't think that should be a debate.
Yeah.
For some reason, people think Richard Jefferson was just always garbage. Like, no. At one point, people forget, like at one point, the Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson, who's better conversation was happening. Like Richard Jefferson was really good.
Richard Jefferson's like one of the better players to never be an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm. And that Nets team should have won a title. They should have stayed together. I don't know why that team broke up like they did, but they should have stayed together. They had time. I think they could have won a title.
What was that take your grandfather said? You told me about it. Something about the Nets, the way that their team is built. It was like the way that Nets team was built, modeled.
Oh, it was. I forgot what he said, but he was talking about the team back in the day was built kind of like how this team's built now, but I forget what team he was talking about. But we'll get back to that. Yeah, Richard Jefferson better than Andrew Wiggins. Like he did. I just think he did everything better than Andrew Wiggins. Honestly, I would go as far enough to say that Richard Jefferson, Tobias Harris, Chris Middleton, I don't see the difference in any of those people.
I mean, if we're talking about like the best version of Richard Jefferson, I don't really see the rebuttal to this.
Yeah.
Like he was just better.
Yeah, like he was simply just better than those. I would say he was better than all three of those people I just named. He was better than all of them. Richard Jefferson should have been an all-star. Like he was great. But
I mean, Chris Middleton might have him.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think Chris Middleton is better, but Wiggins, no.
Wiggins, no.
Dude was an athlete too, bruh. Like we forget that dunk he got on what was it? Who he dunk on? Klay Thompson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he was with the Cavs.
Game.
You know how far out of his prime he was when he did that?
Oh yeah, that was like 2016.
Dude, man, Richard Jefferson's like that. But Jay Bridges, what you got?
I don't know.
Cameron Payne's the worst player on the Suns.
That's just
talked about
tape.
that.
It's the truth.
Just clear cut. Dude is booty. He needs to start dancing on the sideline again. That was more fun. That wasn't him, was it?
No, it was.
It was
him and Russ.
I get him and Alfred Payton confused for some reason.
Alfred
Hey,
Payton
don't stink.
stinks.
You know, stink.
I don't know.
Okay, let me think. I got one. It's here. I gotta think of the other player.
Shout out to Ben McLemore too. Just random. He's playing really well. Shout out to Ben McLemore.
Oh man, I remember when Ben McLemore was in college at Kansas. I think it was maybe the Elite Eight when they had. I'm sure Zay, you definitely remember. You guys probably remember him too. Perry Ellis, the guy who played for Kansas for like 10 years.
We thought
they were.
He
was. They were in the Elite Eight. I don't remember who they were playing, but they lost. And Ben McLemore, who was like the number 2 recruit in the country that year, didn't get the ball for the last like 6 minutes of the game, and Perry Ellis took every shot. And it was in that moment that I decided that Bill Self is a complete fraud for letting that happen. Like, that guy is not a good coach. If you're going to let Perry Ellis take 6 minutes worth of shots before Ben McLemore even gets a touch, that's crazy.
Yeah, Ben McLemore was like that in college.
I got my take. It's gonna sound a little crazy.
Oh Lord.
It's gonna sound a little crazy. Let's feel like this. Nikola Vucevic is better than Patrick Ewing has ever been.
Whoa.
Nikola Vucevic is better than Ewing.
No way. It's like,
I'm not mad at you.
No, I am 1,000% not rocking with that at all.
No way.
And I'm not, I'm not a historian. I just don't think.
I'm not even a fan of Patrick Ewing, but
Me either. Realistically, I don't think anybody is actually a fan of Patrick Ewing.
Unless you're like a diehard Knicks fan.
Yeah, like, I don't think anybody cares.
And you said that with the New York jacket on? That's
and an orange do-rag. You're just okay.
And
okay.
That's true. It don't matter what attire you in.
He said Vooch and Patrick Ewing.
I almost can't wait for next episode. I've got to hear why.
That's got to go on TikTok. That take has
better than
who? Then Ewing, the dude that coached at Georgetown, that guy.
You might just end up on House of Highlights with that one. That's crazy.
What's his name? Omar? What's good?
Not
Omar. Hop on Skill Over Legacy, bro.
Yes, sir. Right. Wow. So I guess.
Because I know you know Jaden. Give me some Just Water, please.
So, on that ridiculous ass note, that's the end of the podcast. I'm not trying to hear that. I don't feel this way.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay.
Another dime from LaMelo. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the end of the episode, you guys. This is episode 17. We really appreciate you guys. We always say this at every episode, but we really do appreciate everything that you guys have done. We're approaching what? We're trying to get to 700 subscribers, trying to hit that 1K so we can get our Raid Shadow Legends together. The rest Skill Over Legacy, y'all shout out y'all Instagrams or whatever you need to shout out, whoever, and let's get up out of here.
Cam Major 0109. Jaden Smith. Give me that water subscription, man. That's it.
Not the subscription.
Please. You do subscribe. It's a great environment. Just give me the bottle.
You subscribe to water?
Yeah. It's like this whole movement. Like you're supposed to reuse this bottle, and you get like a subscription after a certain amount of time, so you can keep reusing the bottle. And then once it gets old, you just throw it away and recycle it. And then you get a new case of water. It's a great movement.
I actually didn't know that. Look at him already giving us valuable information. Sponsor him.
Capitalistic corporation that I will like heavily support, but I'm not going to get into my thoughts of capitalism. That's another.
Oh yeah, this is not the podcast for that. Conscious Cam. No, this is not that. But yeah, Lim Shady 91 on TikTok. You know, he's the best. If you want to know about players that you don't really know about, hit Liam. He's gonna educate you. He's gonna make you appreciate every player in the book not named Paul Pierce. Matter of fact, I want to make a bet with you, Liam.
What is that?
Okay, so the Pelicans are what, the 9 seed?
No, we are out of the playoffs. We're 11.
Oh, you guys are out of the playoffs? Okay,
Yeah,
so
right
how about this? What's a I want to make a bet where you have to make a video about Paul Pierce. You have to swallow. You have to make it. So, matter of fact, when do the Clippers and Lakers play? Today?
Today? No, they play tomorrow.
I think
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I got the Lakers.
Braun's not playing.
Yeah, I don't think Braun's playing. I think I'm gonna take the Clippers.
I'll go Lakers. If they win, you got to make a video about Paul Pierce. You got to, and I want to see it.
All right.
Yeah,
No slander.
No, with a smile on your face.
I won't slander him. I will call him.
See the pearly whites the whole video.
I will say that he was a great second option to Antoine.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, funny man. If you lose, what's going to happen to you? What
happened if you lose?
If I lose, I have to show my followers somebody that's not as good as Ben Simmons. And I have to explain why. I have to praise Ben Simmons on my account. Or Draymond. I have to praise one, which I never do.
It's got to be a Draymond praise video.
You have to do a Lim Shady 91 style Draymond Green video.
Yes. Yes. If
oh my God,
I'll do a Paul Pierce one. If I'm wrong, you do a Draymond Green one.
Draymond.
I'm gonna turn on my camera. Listen to me. If I lose this bet, no more skill over legacy. But not for real. We want to thank y'all again, man. I want to thank y'all for being my awesome co-host, bruh. Appreciate y'all, man. This will be boring as hell by myself. Boring as hell. But y'all make it interesting. We're going to get out of here. Episode 18 is coming Thursday. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hit any of our Instagram, TikToks, Twitters to give us subjects, we encourage you guys to give us topics to talk about, whether that be verses, all-time debates. We encourage all of it, unless it's ridiculous. If it's ridiculous, I'm just going to read it and not respond. I need you to know that. And if I open something and you tell me that Draymond is better than Westbrook, I'm gonna just close it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, we appreciate every single one of y'all, and we out of here, bro.